learners, welcome to week 4. This video is going to be a quickie. I know we have an extra day off for Labor Day. Yay! I hope you're enjoying your time to relax and have some chill time. I know everyone probably needs it. I'm just going to jump into week 4. Let's get started. So if you look at week 4, folks, we have 2 things happening this week. All that you're focusing on this week is essay number 1, your short story response. We have a short story essay workshop on discussion 8, and then we also have a short story sample essay workshop. And the essay workshop for you guys are going to be brainstorming some ideas, looking at the prompt and trying to figure out which one you are excited to do, and then jumping onto the discussion to share what ideas you have so far. That's what's happening in this discussion. So please make sure that you read over the prompt, talk about what you want to write about briefly or lengthy, depending on where you're at, what ideas you have. If you already have a draft started, I would totally encourage you to submit it here so we can give you some feedback, and then make sure you respond to someone else thoughtfully as well. Jumping back to the next discussion, or jumping forward, I should say, is the actual workshop for the sample essays that I posted. Again, these discussions are crazy long. Don't feel like you have to memorize anything here. There's just lots of links to tips and tricks for you, whether it's MLA citing or whether it's how to write an intro or any of that stuff. There's just lots of different resources here for you. The sample essays are also on this discussion as well. So pushing forward to the second discussion for this week, we have the sample essay workshop. So the entire purpose of this week is to help you come up with ideas for essay number 1. Remember, you're responding to 1 or more of the short stories that we've read in the last 3 weeks. And it should be something that you are excited to do, in the sense that read over the 3 prompts, pick the one that you want, and charge forward with brainstorming and annotating your text and looking back at the concepts of short story, like theme and tone and setting, and discover for yourself what you find fascinating, and just follow that thread with a curious mind and see where it takes you. So again, just 2 discussions this week. They're both preparing you for working on your essay number 1. Next week you'll also be working on essay number 1. You'll have more time, but the more work you do this week, the easier it'll be when you have to submit your final draft in a few weeks. So again, discussion number 9 is looking at these sample essays. There's 2 here. Reading over them and making observations. Keep in mind that writing is a process and it takes time. These are final drafts that were graded, and so you want to draft yours slowly but surely. You can take your time on that. You can start out with a cluster. You can push that to a free write. You can move that into a shitty first draft, right, where maybe it's like a 1.5-page shitty draft of your ideas, and then you can keep refining, revising, and repolishing it. That's writing. Writing is a process. So folks, give yourself time, so that way when you turn in your work for that assessment or that grade, you have a sense of feeling that accomplishment and that pride that we have when we have dedicated our time and energy to something and we're proud of it. And so if you want any feedback, let me know. You can email me, hit me up, you can text me. I'm here to give you feedback. It could be maybe you're working on your introduction and you just want some feedback before you move on, or maybe you made an outline and you want to talk about it. This is what student office hours are for you to get that one-on-one and to just push yourself a little bit further with more support. So I love giving feedback. So again, let me know and I'll give you some feedback. In discussion number 9, you're looking specifically at what I'm asking for essay number 1. So these are just 2 ways of doing it. I don't want you to get stuck in them, but use them to kind of help you feel like, oh, okay, I got this. So pay attention to MLA formatting and citing here. Your name, my name, the course name, the date with the day first, the title of your essay, the header with your last name and your page number. Again, this is all stuff you can use the links for that I have included, or you can just YouTube it or Google it and it'll pop right up. And if you have a handbook, you can do that too. Pay attention to what an introduction looks like and how the writers navigate through their ideas. If you're curious about MLA citing, you can check out this in-text citations here. It is not rocket science. It's very mathematical. If you're nervous about it, check out the samples. Hit me up and I'll give you some feedback. And have a fun time brainstorming. I'll see you online.